So Ebomy, has two videos out. One of them is knives that mean something to me, and the other is about would you carry a revolver. So I'm going to cover them both at the same time. One VR, kill two VRs with one stone. Anyway, I have two knives that mean something to me. There are others that would be meaningful if I owned them. But they're distributed around other family members, so I didn't get them. But this is one of them. This one I used to carry when I was in Boy Scouts back in the 70s. And it is a very beat up, what was at the time called a hunting knife, just plain old hunting knife. And you could buy these through, I think Montgomery Ward's probably had them, and some outdoor places, catalogs like Cabela's would probably have these. This is actually a Mora knife. So I have owned Mora knives since the 70s. Didn't know it. I never knew this was a Mora, even though it says Mora really big on the sheath. It just never occurred to me to look at what the name was. I was more interested in what I could do with it than who made it. So this and my Boy Scout knife were the two things I treasured the most at the time. Used the Boy Scout knife, the folding knife, the pocket knife a lot more. But this would go to Boy Scout camp with me, and I would wear it on my belt as I hiked through the woods, and it would slap against my leg, and it was really a pain. There's better ways to carry them now, but it has stood the test of time. It has been beat up by, there's 5 boys in my family, and I'm sure, and my dad. So my dad carried it around a lot when I was too young to carry it. My brothers used it when they were in Boy Scouts. It's been in the family a long time. Far cry from the plastic handle Moras of today, but it's a neat old thing. I really like it. I'm glad I have it, and I'm gonna rehabilitate it a little bit. This one was made by BC Truck from YouTube fame. He made this and gave it away in a giveaway. I won it. I'm a very proud owner of this lovely knife. It is pretty big. That's a pretty hefty knife. This is the one I think if I were up against a bear, I might want to be carrying this one. Big beefy handle. You can see that is not just full tang, that is a massive tang. So if you're looking for some tang, right here is where it is. This is a big chunk of steel, and it is mucha sharp. BC really knows how to make a knife. He also made a sheath. To hear him tell it, this is his better work, is his sheath work. It is nice. I like the knife as well, though. So I'm very happy to have this one. This one for sentimental reasons, because I carried it so long, and it's just a nice old workhorse of a knife. So those are two knives that mean something to me. Now, on to whether I would carry a revolver. I bought this lovely thing. This is a Charter Arms Pathfinder. It's a 22 long rifle. It is 7 shots. Let's look. Nope, 6 shots. It is quite beefy for a 22. It's quite hefty. It's the 4-inch barrel. I thought about getting the 2-inch. I really got this as a pack gun, and for first-time shooters, I tend to take a lot of people out shooting for the first time. So it's got a big, soft grip, easy to get a hold of, good, gives you a positive feeling like you really got a hold of it. The sights are good on it. The 2-inch barrel just has a groove and a front post. This one, at least, can train people about, what to look for down the sight, so at least they get the classic sight picture. But it is a nice, big, heavy gun Not overly heavy, still work as a pack gun, but heavy enough that the recoil will be, if there was any recoil for 22 long rifle, it will be all absorbed by the pistol, and give people a real feel for what it is to shoot without having to get into something intimidating. This is really not flashy and not scary looking, I don't think. I would not carry it unless there was nothing other than 22 long rifle available. It is a little underpowered. It's great for close-up, or for maybe some light hunting. I wouldn't want this as my defensive gun just because the 22 is underpowered. It'll certainly kill, and it will certainly injure badly, so it is not to be taken lightly, but I wouldn't count it as my everyday carry defensive gun. I have a Glock 26 for that. But I do like this thing. I debated getting a more expensive Smith & Wesson, but the difference in the price is just ridiculous. I don't think the Smith & Wesson is 3 times as good a gun. I did think about the Taurus. They have one that has, I believe, 12 rounds in the cylinder, can carry 12 rounds, but it's not, we're not talking a high capacity revolver. It's more just to have something with me times when I didn't really think a semi-auto was the thing to carry, or to initiate new people. And I think it will serve that really well. Eric, great job on the getting people off their butts to make videos. These are the knives that mean something to me. That's my revolver. No, I'm not going to carry it. Although I could certainly get a holster for it and carry that as not really concealed. But if I were, hiking and could carry it open carry, it'd be fine. I think that's it. Have a great day.